that's going to be chasing after Patrick Ransford, meet record of 14:46, set in 2014. Ran swimming for the Pack swim team. You see lane 1, there's Brady Begin. You begin with Brady, why not? There's Ethan Gluck, he's in lane number 2 from City of Richardson. Nova has Nathan Zabata. He's getting those arms going now. Long Island, another distance top seed, Sean Green. He's right in the middle of the pool. New Wave has Matthew Marsteiner. He's great distance name too. Manchester Makos, that's who you see, Isaac Lee. Lane number 7 from the Aqua Jets, Jiaru Zui. And he's lane 8, Nation's Capital. We said Bryce Roar. He is a happy boy, ready to go. He's jacked up, he's in the big heat. He's ready for this thing. Eight young men going after the pool's longest event. We call it the mile. Although in a yard pool, if you're actually going to swim a complete mile, you need to go 1,760 yards, not 1,650. So it's about 110 yards short. I do not know why. I really don't know. But this morning, a lot of men swam it, or this afternoon. And your top 3, all from the state of Florida. Third place, Elliot Weisel, standing third with a 15:26.71, just a couple tenths, 10th and a half behind Ryan Turner from the Highlander Swim Club, Aquatic Club. Sorry, Mike. The great Mike Curley coaching at Highlander. And then Jacob Hanlon. Jacob Hamlin was also a Highlander. His time was 15:16.88. So 15:26 for both Ryan and Elliott, and 15:16 for Jacob are your top times coming in. Now seed times in the center of the pool, Sean Green, who's not wearing the green cap, he's wearing the white cap, says Long Island. He's 15 years old, and his best time is 14:57.83. In the green cap, just on the inside of him, closer to our camera, from Nova of Virginia, that's Nathan Zabata. We saw Bryce Roar out there on the outside. He's getting some lap money, trying to go out here fast. Lane number 5, he said, is Matthew Marsteiner. Ransford's record of 14:46.4 has stood for 9 years. And that's still an 11-second drop for Sean if he were going to go after it. That's a pretty big chunk in one drop, but who knows? You know, maybe Nathan says, hey, let's get after it together. Let's go and have a run. Sean's 26.9, Nathan's 27.0. They're both 144. 144 at the 200, holding 27.0s. Pretty much like going 54 flat per 100 for 6 seconds every time. You do the math. But very strong coming off the wall, 7.0, 6.9. The boys are kind of hanging together. Let's see, if you did 54 flats average for 1,000, you'd have 10 times 6, you'd be right at 9 minutes, right? If you're 6 times 10, 60. Stands to reason. That would be the 15:30 type swim that all these boys have been faster than. It's amazing to think about. They're young too. These two guys in the middle are both 15 years old. Everybody, of course, is 18 and under. That's the rule here at the Junior Nationals, National Club Swimming Association rules. We put this event in place, actually, when USA Swimming made a bonehead move and decided that Junior National meet was not a good thing for USA Swimming. They came back a decade later, realized the error of their ways, and now they're talking about even putting the long course juniors in the spring. But when they were playing with their foolhardy games and said, no, we'll swim better without a junior nationals. We're like, really? There was a great leader on our deck, Bob Gillette, Arizona Desert Fox, who started us up and gave us this wonderful event. I've been privileged enough to be on the board for a long time and work with some of the guys. Everything goes right back into the sport. Everything. We're talking about going back to Ireland again, getting another international meet. Post-COVID, we're coming. 27.5 right there for Sean, and 27.3 Nathan, trying not to let him get too far away. 500 mark coming up. 500 yards of freestyle, and these guys are just getting warmed up. But Bob Gillett, he did it. He got us going. We said we can have our own junior nationals, and boy, we sure have. A couple decades worth now. 4:28.06. There you go. You can see it. 4:28.69. 27.5, 27.6. Figure 4:28 at that 500. If you did another 1,000 with 150 to go, and you go, can keep them 27.2. It's not quite to that 6 seconds under, but 6 under per 100. 27 flat. 3 under per 50. Like it's not that difficult. When I swam these events quite a bit in practice growing up, I often did my math homework. It just seemed to work well with distance swimming. 27.3 for both boys in the middle. There's a battle for third going on between lanes 5 and 6. That's Matthew Marsteiner in 5. From New Wave, Manchester Makos has Isaac Lee in 6. Those guys are looking pretty strong. And another 27.2, Sean Green. Long Island Aquatic has Dave Ferris and Ginny and the coaches that for years have not only been coming down to this meet, but wherever they go, they're always in the house on the distance day. They're always here with people in the big heat. And Sean is showing us why. He goes 27.2, 27.3 for Nathan, so he's hanging in there. See the lap counters, number 29. So it's 66 lengths of the pool. They'll get, instead of putting in a 65, they'll put the red card in. Tell them on that last length, the guys pretty much know. I think most of your better distance swimmers know what number they're on. And it's really just a backup. 27.4. So this will be the 800-yard mark, and at the 800, 7:11. Not bad at all. We'll see how 27.2 and 27.3 again. So it's been basically 1/10 difference, but each of those tenths just starting to add up. Sean trying to move it. That flip there was the halfway mark. So now they're on the way down. If you think of it, up to 33 and back down. 27.6 and 27.5. Nathan made up a tenth. So he's not letting him go. Certainly, Nova's made a great showing this week. Their team has not surprised anyone, but just stepped up and continued to roll. 27.55, 27.62 for Nathan. Make sure we have those numbers right, boys. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. And should be 39. There we go. At the flip. Boom, boom. This will be the 1,000. So they've done 40. They got 26 lengths left. And Sean's time, 9:02.44, 9:04, 9:03.07 at the 1,000. That's a pretty good 1,000. And they still got 650 yards of racing. And I'll tell you what, Nathan Zabota, man, he is, okay, in right on it. He stepped right up. He threw in a 26.6 to Sean's 27.2 and said, hey, boy, you want to go? They're coming all the way around, passing Ethan Gluck. Got to be a double lap deal. So this turn now, the boys, they are sensing we're getting down near the end of it. Let's push. Wow, 26.9 and 26.8 for Nathan. They're getting it. They're getting it. At 1,100 and you're 9:56, 5.8, both of them tied at the 1,100. This will be 11.50, meaning they'll have a 500 left. To see here. Okay, Sean slightly ahead, 26.8, 26. They're both 10.23 with a 500 to go. So if you're doing your 500 at 30 more seconds under, that's going to put them in that 14.53 range if they were not to improve their speed any. Remembering that record, 14.46, that's challenging. There you go, Sean, 27.8. I just don't see it with these splits today. Not like they're having a bad swim. You know, anybody going under 15 minutes, these guys are just, you can see Nathan sucking right on that lane line. It's like, let me get right over here, the closer I can get. Just try and stay right here with you, buddy. Sean moving to the other side wisely. He throws in a 27.7. Nathan drops off a 28.0. So they're definitely feeling it. It's the time when that monkey, proverbial monkey, might jump on your back. Playing a piano throws on your back. Lots of terms that we have used to describe this very uncomfortable push down the end. 27.8 and 27.5 for Nathan. So Nathan's like sensing, we get it, I'm back. And now they're back virtually just neck and neck. Nathan might even get to this wall first, which he hasn't done yet. They've tied once. And Nathan does get there first. 26.4 to Sean's 27.0. The Nova crowd over here, we can hear them getting a little excited. These boys are really, there are 11 lengths left in this race. They've been eye to eye pushing each other this entire way. Certainly not going to give up easy. The boys touch within 3/100ths of a second at 12:40. Nathan's still getting it. They are more than 50 yards ahead of several swimmers in this heat. They're going to pass two more here in the next 100 yards. Not looking at the outside, they're just looking at each other. Nathan, 27.5, Sean, 27.6. Oh yeah, so you're gonna try and leave him? He is, look, he threw that turn. He's gonna try and sneak away right now. Nathan said, this is my time, I can hold this pace for the last 6 Let me get going. And we'll see what Sean's got, because that was a 26-7 for Nathan. Sean went 27-4. Does he have anything left in the tank to chase after this incredible swimmer from Nova? Man, that kick's looking good. And Nathan says, look, I think I can do this, man. Nobody's going to get me now. He throws in a 26-4, 27.3 for Sean. He's sitting at 14:01 with 100 to go, so knowing that he's going to be into the 50s, definitely. He's going to be under that 15-minute mark. Both these guys, 50 yards to go. Nathan Zapota, 26-5, and he is now showing that Nova is team to beat right here in this mile. Got a lot of his friends jumping up and down. It is a smart swim, a fast swim, and Nathan Zapota touching first. 14:53.83. Sean goes to 14:57.10. And boy, both of those times well under Phillips 66 Senior National Championship qualifying time. Those aren't boys, those are young men. Third place, Isaac Lee, 15:18.42. Very good swim for him. He dropped a bit. They are all coming around. Boys, very happy to have that one in the books. Lane number 3 giving a thumbs up, that is Nathan Zapota. He's got his cut, very happy. Got it done. All right, so that's going to do it for us and the distance events today. That is